Mix.
Live in America.
Okay.
We're streaming.
We're streaming.
We're streaming.
What? I'm doing laundry. Okay, great. I can't find your Peter Quill shirt. I'll find it. My wife's concerned. We can't find my Peter Quill shirt.
This is disconcerting. Disconcerting.
It's tough being a Guardians of the Galaxy fan.
I'm getting in the YouTube chat.
All right.
We're coming to America.
Shut up.
You're coming to America.
When?
I don't know.
Today?
Today. Shh.
Hello, listeners.
Hello, Governor.
Have you wondered if it's okay to eat a Carolina Reaper? Yeah, it's all right. That doesn't make much sense. Call in and eat it.
Yeah, I think I just bookmarked this stuff by now. Is it gamer.youtube.com?
Gaming.
Gaming.
That's correct.
What's that for your...
That's if you want to see the YouTube channel sort of in a darkened, like instead of the day mode, the night mode version of it.
Hey, Dave.
Dave from Buffalo's here? Hey, Dave, or anybody else listening, if you want to call us during the show, you can. 612 receive higher priority.
I'm getting some... What happened? We went offline for a second.
What?
Yeah.
You hit.
They heard your music and they said, "No, you're not." Cut you out.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I turned off the music before I put us on the air.
Is he live now?
Yeah, it looks like it's back.
Oh, we're the only one in the chat.
We're just gonna give it all to Dave.
Yeah, I'm getting some scrolly here. Are you right there, Mark? This is...
Oh, great! It's so good.
You're not supposed to eat those peppers.
So good. Well, I mean, it's a company that like grinds them, dries the pepper and grinds it and puts it like in a shaker, just sort of like, the red pepper flakes that you get on pizza. Except for that, it's like a billion times hotter. Oh my God. Woo!
This is going to be a fun show. This will be a train wreck. We should probably let's post something on Facebook so people know we're doing stuff.
Sure, I'll do something. Hang on a minute.
All right.
Facebook.com.
We'll go live.
Yes, I accept this. I accept this. Yes, I accept this.
Accept.
Yes, I accept that you are going to share my data. Yes, I accept that I accepted. I've accepted that. And oh, there, that reminds me. There's a game that I want to get. Let me see what the name of it is. It is a weird game. And hold on, I'm sorry. It's in. Hold on, I'm still recovering from this hot pepper stuff. Okay, it's called Survival Arts. Have you ever heard of that?
Of course, you talked over the best part of the song.
I didn't hear it. Mortal Kombat. I talked over that part. Anyway, it's a game called Survival Arts. It's in a hypersports / well, it's in a hypersports cap because I can see some yellow coming through, but I'm trying to get them down to $100. Let's go. What was that? David Crane.
Dave from Buffalo. I think including us, that's everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yes, Dave. I am the guy who bought Journey off Journey.
Yeah, this is the guy that bought Journey off of Journey. Mm-hmm.
That is pretty epic, I think.
It is.
It was pretty cool.
It's unheard of, really.
Well, I mean, you can only do it once.
But he has 2 of them signed.
They do. And we have a platinum record.
I think he just swallowed an eyeball. Well, when do you think we should get this thing going?
Want to talk a little bit more? What was that? That sounded like the change the page.
You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this.
Nice.
So, should we get this show on the road? There's only a couple of us.
Let's do it.
Okay, go for it. During the opening music, I'll text a bunch of people.
Do we clove too?
Okay, I'll do collab.
Right. We haven't been on in a couple weeks. People are probably just like, whatever. Show's lame.
No.
Well done. You were an easy, and amusing, and adequate, a stimulating, and outstanding opponent.
Screw you, dude. Who is that?
Well done. And
Let's fight.
adequate. Well done. You were a stimulating opponent. So.
What?
So.
Sounds very condescending.
Is there no warrior mightier than I?
Of course, I'm eating arcade. I'm eating Carolina Reapers, bitch. I'm sorry.
Well done. And
Thank you.
Easy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah. There's a lot of chuckling over here tonight. Oh.
It's not
Oh,
wise.
no.
What? What?
Oh, no.
It's not wise to upset a Wookiee.
Ooh, only 2 more weeks, dude. Exciting.
Yeah, you know.
Don't get excited.
I am excited.
Don't everybody thank me at once.
Yeah, it's going to be a Han Solo night. You know, there's a screening of it tonight.
No, not tonight.
Yeah, in L.A.
It'd be fun.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We should be there.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Let's get on the jet.
Artu, are you sure
we'll
this
just go
is a
to the-
good idea?
Oh, C-3PO, I didn't know you were there.
Doesn't Arcade Radio have a jet?
Yeah, we do. We have a private jet.
Private, run by AirTran.
You guys ready to get this show on the road or what?
Yes.
All right. Well, here we go.
Live from KOYR Studios in Minneapolis, Minnesota, this is Arcade Radio. Intruder alert, intruder alert.
Hello, and welcome to episode 17 of season 2 of the Arcade Radio podcast. Today is Thursday, May 10th, 2018, and the time is now approximately 7:27 p.m. Central. Thanks for joining us in the Arcadosphere. This is your host, Adam Midwest. Tonight I am joined by Mark Meet the Time Runner Shields and this week's guest host of the Arcade Radio podcast, Bryan Thurston Howell Armitage III. Well, welcome to the show.
Is that because I'm the only one that's been on the show like 3 times now?
Yes. Well, I mean, not counting me, but
You know, it's funny. I am not on the right show notes, so I had to do that from memory.
you did a great job.
I'm like, these are last week's. Oh, boy. Crazy. Weird, wild stuff. Well, you know, what have you been working on, Bryan Armitage?
We got a couple projects going on. Arcade projects, Paradise projects.
Are you aimed at your computer? Because all of a sudden you're muffled.
Let me do that. Is that any better?
Sure. That sounds better.
Sorry, let me clear the throat. How's that?
Much better.
More like Big Dumb Arcade. Thank you, Bryan. Love you too, man.
Hey, Brian Jones is in the chat. We have 2 Bryans.
For arcade projects, we actually have a couple things going on. We've been doing fixing up an Asteroids Deluxe that we picked up out of South Dakota. I posted a picture of that the other day online. I don't know if everybody got a chance to see that. It had a 22 shell for one of the fuses.
I did get to see that.
It did on the deflection board. It was awesome.
It's just insanity.
And we actually picked up a Defender, a Mispack, a couple others. Been troubleshooting some boards and troubleshooting some monitors lately, having some fun with it. So,
what kind of monitors?
We actually just finished doing 5 or 6 6100s. Went well, and I'm sure you do, Bryan. And we've been settling down on the black and white. So we've been doing some Geo5s and V2000s lately. Getting the Asteroids Deluxe is going.
Oh. X Smart Products is live in the chat. Anybody know who X Smart Products is?
I don't know, but it sounds like they went to college or something.
It does.
Very smart.
Shop Smart. Shop S Smart. No? No takers?
Don't change careers, Adam.
Are we all Google? Are we all Googling this?
I'm drinking my beer, B52.
Sweetness. B52's made of beer?
B52 Brewery, yes.
So you see a little sign at the end of the road. Or something like that.
Yeah, nobody does that there.
Oh.
That's too bad.
Oh, it's on the side of the road. Sorry. I'm terrible at lyrics.
I believe that they do use tin roofs.
Rusted?
But they're not busted. No, they're not busted.
Rusted.
Is it rusted? Oh, that makes so much more sense now.
Tin roof, rusted.
Huh.
Yeah. Busted would be funny too, I guess. So we just totally derailed Bryan's story.
I don't know, man. I think I may have eaten too much Carolina Reaper. I'm freaking out.
The sausages taste like sausages. I saw Super Troopers 2, by the way.
Oh, what's your review? Maybe are we going to you now?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, did you want me to give my review of the movie?
Well, first give like a thumbs up, thumbs down, then rate it 5 stars, then let's see. And
okay,
then go freestyle.
I really like the movie. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. And it's not a 5-star movie. It's just not. I mean, seriously. Well, it's not Citizen Kane. You should go see it though. It's hilarious. And if you love the first one, you'll love the second one. It's just that easy. There's some very funny moments in that movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it quite quite a bit. Oh, and I've been working on a few things. I got a new license plate.
Yes, tell me. Go on.
Atari. ATARI, Minnesota license plate Atari, had not been taken yet. Pretty excited about that. I'm having a little arcade soiree this weekend. Yeah. Haven't had one in a couple years, so I'm getting all geared up for that. Got some Robotron glass coming. Actually, I was too late to get it replaced, so I'm having a temporary piece of plexiglass cut for it, so that there's at least something there when somebody puts their drink on it. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Because they'll take it out, and then that plexiglass will go in nothing ever again. What do I do with that? Recycle it?
I have some too. I don't know. I'm going to use it to do Bondo work.
That's a good idea. Or maybe I should recycle it and like have them cut it down to another size plexiglass for another game that actually uses plexiglass.
No, it sounds like your plexi's in good shape. My plexi, I was like, I'm throwing this on the ground and walking on it.
No, this is brand new. I'm having it cut. I'm picking it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just need something.
Nice.
I just need something,
I hope so. I'm not willing to accept a Defender without some glass on top of it on Saturday. Unacceptable.
Like broken glass?
Well, no, there needs to be something on top of the machine. Otherwise, I'd be very disappointed at the party. Despite the new bar that you got.
What are you talking about?
I'm joking about your obsession with this glass for the top of Defender. You've got how many games and a new bar that you just put in?
Robotron. It's for Robotron.
Oh, sorry, Robotron. It's that important.
It's important. I have a couple of people that really like that game, and without glass, you can't. Nobody's sitting at that thing.
Brian's got a great suggestion.
What's that? I could have borrowed your Moon Patrol glass, I suppose.
You could have. It's not doing anything. It's just sitting in the warehouse now. People keep saying they're buying it, and then they don't show up.
Is it working?
Well, the technical answer is no, but there's two working board sets sitting on my shelf right now.
Ah, well, that's good. Yeah, so what else am I working on? Party bar. Oh, yeah, I got a new bar. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Your bar is pretty awesome.
The pictures are pretty.
Yeah.
Is it real?
It's made out of real maple. It's
I noticed all of your alcohol is in locked cabinets.
It's made out of real walnut. There's maple on the inside of it, but it's made out of walnut. I should post a picture of that.
I know. What are the cups that are in the middle, like those glasses? Collector cups?
Man, I got so many cups in there.
So many.
I have all the cups. Okay, I can do this. Yeah. So I have I gotta look on here. I can share this with you guys. All right, Mark, you go ahead, and I'll come back to my bar.
Okay, fine. So I'll talk about what I've been doing. Let's see. I added 3 episodes of the show to iTunes. That was
yay!
Little housekeeping. I drove to Vegas. I had a DeLorean event, I swapped my Camaro with a buddy who has a truck.
Feels like we haven't talked in a month, doesn't it?
I know, but it's only been 2 weeks. It's been a busy 2 weeks.
It has been a busy 2 weeks.
Yes, money penny. So I went to Vegas, brought the DeLorean with me, and I did a party with New Belgium beer. And now I regret it because they had this new beer that I thought was delicious, and it was going great until midnight when I blacked out and apparently decided I'm just going to go sit somewhere randomly for 3 hours, and then I woke up. Luckily, that's all that happened. And then came back, noticed my DeLorean was still in front of this bar, and then loaded it up, and then sort of decided, okay, I'm loaded up. I'll sleep 3 hours, 4 hours, and then drove back. Gosh, nothing too exciting in that point. And then as soon as we got back, oh, by the way, this was in Vegas. I did visit the New York Hotel Arcade. and checked out the games that they have there. They have a lot of good vintage games.
Cool.
When I returned, then I had to go to Nebraska. 2 of my wife's cousins were graduating on the same day within like 4 hours. And while we were there, we stayed. We hung out with her grandma, who's like 91. And then we went to the Versus Arcade Bar. It's run by a guy named Josh Root. Does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
So he must be like pretty cool guy. He'd run a place called Joysticks for a little while in that area, and then changed his business model to be just strictly in a basement bar, adults only, and no food. And apparently that's working out a lot better. So interesting as far as the business models that will work in Lincoln, Nebraska.
So you guys want to see some pictures of my bar?
Yeah, well, let's okay. So we'll segue to that, and then I'll come back to my stuff. What do you got? Are you going to post them in the YouTube chat?
Yeah. Well, I'm putting them on the screen right now. I don't know if they're going to come up. Are they showing up right now? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know how clear these are. It looks like we're kind of highly compressed in the video right now, which is kind of sad.
I see the video looks amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's high. It's HD over here.
Okay.
Yeah, that bar looks good. I like the random woodiness of it.
Yeah. So the guy that did this was an art student.
That?
What?
Is that your legs? What the hell? You gotta watch out what you're sharing here.
You should see the next picture coming up. So, yeah. So the guy that did this is an art student, or was an art student, and
before he was kicked out.
Yeah, and he does AutoCAD, so he did a full drawing of this thing before it went in.
What's in the door?
What door?
The door to the left, to like if you're standing at the bar to your right.
That's a cedar closet for other booze bottles and whatever else I want in there.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, and there he is putting it together. I just was amazed that the whole thing was totally handcrafted, So he put a lot of work into this thing. That's my old cat. Okay, and then sometimes just random pictures are gonna show up in here. So yeah, am I going backwards? This looks like I'm going backwards.
I don't know. Just back it up before you get to the picture of your penis.
I don't have any of those in here. I don't have any of those in here.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Anymore.
But
Right.
I do have. Here we go. Yeah.
What's that? Old school TV?
Yeah, that's an old school TV. So this is after it's completed. Yeah, here we go. I think we're going the right direction now.
Yes.
Yeah, so now I've got it full of bottles. I got my stuff.
It looks really cool, dude. Your whatever party is your party Saturday night?
Saturday, yeah.
Dang, I wish I could come.
Yeah, and I've got a pretty cool collection of glasses. I got some Pac-Man glasses. I have the Apollo. Libby's made some Apollo glasses, so I have Apollo 11, 12, 13, 14. I've got my Adams Arcade glasses.
Who's that man? Is that Billy D. Williams next to Darth Vader in the top left?
Oh yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Are those Burger King glasses?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Huh. They're totally. And so yeah, here's a better picture. There's 3PO, Boba Fett, Lando Calrissian, and Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back. Whoa. And then I've got the Return of the Jedi glasses, which have Jabba and Slave Leia with the Gamorrean Guard, little Wicket with R2-D2, and some more Ewoks, Jedi Luke, and Han Solo. And you know what? You can tell they cheapened those quite a bit, but those are still Burger King. Battlestar Galactica. Got a full set of those guys, 1979.
Do you remember
78?
Burger King, like, it was a huge deal, and this is like before even I think Kenner made toys. Like Burger King started selling posters, and it was like, oh my God, I can get a Star Wars poster.
I do have an Empire Strikes Back poster that has little stickers that you have to stick on it. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
I had that when I was a kid. I have a full set of ET glasses, Dave from Buffalo says, "Do you have the Atari pint glass set?" I do, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Some more Pac-Man glasses. So, and a set of Star Trek 3 glasses because they're totally awesome. And it's got some shakers that are unique. And my Dan Aykroyd signed skull. Oh, there's a picture of my dad. Yeah. So back to you guys.
Right. So, okay, we went to Nebraska. I went to the Versus Arcade Bar. Pretty good, kind of like a small selection. I would say there were like 20 games in it. But if you're in Lincoln, there's a couple bars. I feel like the field for arcade bars in Lincoln is wide open. We did see Avengers for the second time when we were in Nebraska. There's a Alamo Draft House that has a Star Wars themed lobby. And there's the chair from Empire Strike. Well, is it Empire? No, Return of the Jedi. Where the Emperor's sitting in the chair, and he goes, "Your friends are not able to." I forget what he says exactly. Help me out here. What does the Emperor say to Luke to disparage him?
Oh yeah, he's.
It's quite operational.
Yeah.
Anyway, this chair is really cool and has all this stuff around it. And there's one button. And if you hit the one button, up in the ceiling at the lobby is a Death Star, and it'll fire and shoot the ticket counter guys.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you can even hear the background music from the and the vocals from the movie. Yeah.
And where was
good stuff?
Where was this at?
Well, this is the Alamo Draft House in Omaha.
Oh yeah,
Nebraska.
Yeah.
You got to go to Omaha for the more mainstream, larger stuff. We also visited the zoo there.
There's one in Texas, right? There's a draft house in Texas.
Oh, many. Texas is the origin of the Alamo Draft House. So many are here, but in Omaha, they decided to theme the entire lobby Star Wars, and it's incredible. But there's a bar in an adjacent hallway that is more, traditional hipster rather. And it's beautiful, and there's so many beers on tap, and it's just good times. And of course, any beer that you don't finish there, you can take into the theater with you. It's good times. And speaking of taking a beer with you, this beer is really strong. I don't know if I told you about it. Sweet, dude, sweet.
As you can see, my young apprentice, your friends have failed. Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station.
I sound like the clean version of him.
I'm heading down to Omaha sometime in the next couple weeks to pick up a game. I'll have to check this place out.
Oh, which game are you getting?
I found a Firefox.
Oh, I saw that while I was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was converted. Is this the same one?
Probably. It was converted to a choplifter.
Yes, exactly. The choplifter.
Man,
and you know what? I felt helpless. I'm in Omaha. I'm like, there was also an asteroids cocktail I wanted to buy. I'm like, I'm freaking here. There's they're not gonna let me take this on the plane.
Well, the funny thing is, I have an extra Firefox board set, and I have an extra Laserdisc player.
Oh my god!
So it's like
a confluence of amazingness.
Oh, it has to happen.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so cool, man. Well, congrats on that.
But can't you just put the board in there and play it on the board?
We need the Laserdisc.
The Laserdisc is the key. Well, I mean, are you talking about the Dexter board? Because the game PCB is really the hardest thing to get out.
I thought you already had a ported version of it. I don't know.
Am I going to meme it?
Brian Jones asks, "Are you going to meme it?"
Of course. Isn't that what I do with everything at Paradise Arcade?
Pretty sure you do.
I don't think so.
I just want to read the call today from the voicemail transcription.
What's it say?
Hey, this is your buddy, Father's Day longtime caller, control panel aspartame technician.
I love aspartame. Is it the whole call like last week where we only got to hear Bob talk for like a minute and then it hung up on him? Or
Just thought it was, yeah. No, it says anyway, I got a dough, Garza dick.
what the heck is that?
I don't know. It's pretty funny though. I think we should just read them from now on. The transcriptions are very funny.
Sure.
Somebody called from a 510.
What?
Yeah, this one's not good though.
Not good, like they're disparaging you, or
Hi,
not good, like
I am Nikki, and I live on your street, looking for a sex partner in the neighborhood.
She wrote me too. That's so weird.
Oh, it's very odd.
She wanted my social security number. I wasn't quite sure.
I guess you're attracted to me. I will be talking to you soon.
I guess. I mean, what? See you at 2:30 a.m. Yeah.
Oh my God. Daniel Copeland says, "Put a Porky's Laserdisc inside there."
That would be awesome.
Oh my God.
A 9-year-old would be flying around shooting boobs.
Is that a game? It's not a Laserdisc game.
Firefox, yeah.
It is now. Porky's.
It is so good.
Porky's,
Brian
the
picks up
Laserdisc
that
game.
Can't make it 16 feet tall.
Oh, funny. Oh, let's roll to the news.
It's the Arcade News with Adam Stevens.
Hey, and now that you just reminded me by playing this, we were supposed to call Adam to see if he picks up the phone.
Adam?
I mean, not Adam. Damn it, Dan.
Have another beer.
Damn it, Dan.
I'm drowning out this Carolina Reaper with
It's called
beer,
Damn
and
It,
it's not
Dan.
working out. I've moved
Wait,
to
okay. All right.
like a milk substance. I think it's made out of almonds.
All right. You want me to try to call him?
Yes.
That'd be good. All right. Wait a minute. If I do this on here, hang on a second. I don't want to leave the call. I think this is going to actually show me dialing his number. I can't do that.
It's okay. Well, nobody will hear that. I don't think you can hear
No,
that.
they will actually show me dialing the number.
Oh, hold on. Let me see what's happening. Let's go to the stream.
You dial it.
Oh, crap. I can see you.
Yeah. You dial it. You can add a person, right?
Let's see.
Just hit the little plus sign on the person, and then hit the dial pad, and then dial his number.
Hit the little plus sign.
At the top, there's a little guy.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the pad. Okay, good. All
Yeah.
right. We're looking up.
So right now we're going to call Dan Reed.
Dan Reed!
And see if he picks up. We're just going to do this once a week.
Only one time. Where's the contact list? Contact. I need a new phone. It's slow.
You're like a technology guy. What's going on here?
Also, I'm working only part-time, and so it's a little expensive.
The rest of the time, I'm trying to learn how to use my phone. These guys, some of these guys are just waiting to play What's in the Juke.
I love it. So, hey, we got some good stuff coming up.
We do. In fact, while you're looking that up, I should make sure we have everything we need queued up because, you know.
Okay. I got his number. I'm starting the typing.
All right.
We're
gonna call Dan Reed.
Okay, here we go. It says your call is free. I'm hitting call now.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Can you hear that ring?
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
You hear it?
Oh yeah. Are you calling me?
It says Dan Reed.
No, we're gonna leave a message or what?
I don't know.
He's not gonna pick up.
Well, I mean, that's what we're doing. This is the weekly phone call. Does he have voicemail? What the heck?
He does. Here we go.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Oh my God.
9.
Yeah. We don't want to do that.
Oh well.
9.
Okay, we tried. We tried. Everybody.
Oh man.
Sorry.
He's probably like, who the hell's calling me from that number?
Damn it.
So we have some news.
Yes, let's hear about the news.
Okay, you could take the first news item. Go ahead.
I will, as I pull up the tab. Okay, hey, the Neo Geo Mini is here! Finally! Do you recall we mentioned in a previous episode the Japanese gaming company SNK announced on Wednesday the new Neo Geo Mini. Can you hear me like slurring my speech?
Yeah, this is great.
Is its very own retro gaming console. Like the consoles before it, the Neo Geo Mini comes with dozens of games preloaded, 40 of them in this case. That is dozens. That's like several. It's like 3 dozens.
3 dozens.
3 super dozens. What all of those games will be, that has yet to be announced. But based on promotional material, though, games like Metal Slug, Samurai Showdown, and King of Fighters, a franchise that still rocks on today, will be included. By the way, while I was at that Versus Arcade in Nebraska, I played Metal Slug for the first time in my life.
And
I love it. There's a lot of shooting, and you can kill helicopters that are above you. It's so good.
Sweet.
I'm excited. Anyway, unlike Nintendo's retro consoles, the Neo Geo Mini comes with a built-in screen 3.5 inches. Looks exactly like a miniature version of an arcade unit. It's designed to be played in your hands, but it can also be hooked up to a TV or a monitor via HDMI cable. So I predict a whole slew of, Neo Geo 4 slots that now have this little stupid, console thing stuck inside of it, instead of a MAME. Whatever, it's okay. The Asia region, which includes Japan and China. I mean, they're Asian, right? And those places will have a red and white model, while the U.S., Europe, Canada, South America, and quote-unquote other regions,
red, white, and blue,
they'll get blue, black, and a white variant. And I'm like, I want the red. Why do I always want the one that I can't get? I don't know.
Coleco is turning Robotech and Rainbow Bright into mini arcade games. While Robotech and Rainbow Bright were created in the 80s, neither franchise received its own arcade title during that era. But now, Coleco is turning the clock back 30 years to give Robotech and Rainbow Bright the throwback-style video games they deserve as the latest releases in the Coleco Evolved Mini Arcade line. Coleco put the 2 games up on Kickstarter early in May, and the project is already closing in on its $30,000 funding goal. That's interesting. Who even owns Coleco now?
I don't know, but did you see these? They look just like the classic
robot
things. The little, the...
What's going on over there?
What?
They look just like what? They're one.
The old school ones, the Coleco and the Frogger.
Oh, they do.
And the Pac-Man.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very
same form factor, dude.
Cool. So anyway, the Kickstarter campaign is currently running an early bird special for both titles. A pledge in the amount of $45 will let the backers pick which game they want. I am not going to choose Rainbow Bright. I told you that. I'm not going to do it. And while an $85 pledge will give players both of them. So if you're like a Coleco collector and you want those little tabletop games and you want them a complete package, then you'll need to order that. Once those packages are claimed, the pledge prices will go up to $55 and $105 respectively. There are also options at higher tiers for collector's editions of both games. You can find more info on the Project Kickstarter's campaign page, which will be active until June 7th.
That's a bargain because a lot of people are selling those for like upwards between $50 and $100.
Oh, I've seen
the old school ones.
At a minimum, I've seen them at $100.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Pinball Arcade loses. No, this is a sad thing, and
so sad. Yeah. Except for that, it's the worst way to play pinball ever. But
so Pinball Arcade loses rights to Bally and Williams tables. Digital Pinball Simulation Pinball Arcade is losing access to a major license that will have a profound impact on the game developers. Farsight Studios said that WMS Industries, which holds the rights to Bally and Williams pinball trademarks, will not renew Farsight's license, and that dozens of tables for Pinball Arcade will no longer be available for sale as of June 30th.
Oh my God.
So the only way for you to latch onto these games, ladies and gentlemen, if you're an arcade pinball person, which I am on like 4 platforms because they freaking don't cross-platform that shit. It drives me nuts. And I've got tables on PS3. I've got tables on PS4.
Oh my God, you're one of those people that, enable this? What?
What are you talking about?
It's not real pinball.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It's not fun. Come on.
It actually is a lot of fun.
It's a pretend version of the pinball game.
Chatters, back me up. Arcade pinball.
I've never been able to get into it.
Yeah, me neither.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'm like,
I don't know, man. It's pretty cool, and you can see how some of the pins are supposed to look and supposed to play. So yeah, there we go. Daniel Copeland says it's fun.
Pinball, but you don't want to play pinball.
Listen, not all of us are doctors and can afford 20 pinball machines in our
Wow.
It's 19 pinball machines.
Oh, I'm
Come on,
sorry.
don't insult the man.
Yeah, I didn't mean to insult you or the listeners. Oh my God. Just like, how awesome is it that we have real pinball machines? But come on, if you don't have them, I'm not going to buy an Addams Family. I mean, I want to, but I'm not going to buy one, so I can play it on Arcade Pinball. It's super fun. And they did a pretty good job. So anyway, June 30th, people, get the tables now. Download them, because they will not take them away if you already own them. So, good times there, huh?
I guess.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? You guys don't play arcade pinball?
No.
That's
No.
just, oh man.
Back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin quarter mile.
Back to the cave with Time Runner.
Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Hey, jump into that time machine. Don't you hit your head on that gullwing door. We're going back to May 10th, 1981. Exactly 37 years from now? I mean, 37 years from today? Sounds like I'm talking about a date in the future, but I'm not. I'm talking about in the past. Okay, hey, let's talk about what happened in the arcade news back on May 10th, 1981.
Okay.
It's significant. I didn't realize this, but that month, Atari kicked off development of their 2600 VCS port of the arcade hit Pac-Man. That was when they were like, oh, this is going to be great. It's going to be so awesome.
It was awesome.
Well, it was in May, though. They hadn't been developed yet. Oh, my gosh. I read this whole article. It's crazy. They had estimated that there were still 10 million consoles in use. And so they decided, hey, let's make 12 million cartridges, thinking every single person with a console, including grandmothers, would purchase one. And as it turned out, 7 million games were sold initially, which seemed great, except for that they had 5 more million to sell. Those gathered dust on the shelves. And when 1981 rolled around, thus significantly causing irreparable harm to the company's bottom line. Electronic Games Magazine even issued their first negative review ever of an Atari VCS game because of Pac-Man. And, it's really interesting. When they develop a game, they have like 2 graphic, sets of memory to work on. And one of them is the background. And it turns out that the background that composed the actual maze and the pellets were all part of the background. And as you ate a pellet, it would change the background to remove the pellet instead of it being like sort of another element that you could remove easily. And so it was constantly updating the background. That was sort of the cheat that the developer made. It was interesting, very interesting stuff as far as how it was built. You can check out the Wikipedia article if you want to. But when I first saw it, I thought, this looks terrible. I mean, it's an interpretation, and I'll play it, but I cannot hold any reverence. Do you recall the first time either of you saw this?
I played at my neighbor's house.
Yes, I played it at my friend John McGarry's house.
And I remember thinking,
super hot.
I'm like, this isn't Pac-Man, but okay, I'll play it.
What about you, Brian? Do you recall the first time you saw it and what you thought?
I just, it's actually funny. The old 2600 stuff, I just could not play. It just bothered the hell out of me. I didn't have a console at home, and I go over friends' houses all excited to play something, and show up, and it's like, oh, I thought we were gonna play arcade games.
So he's always been a snob.
Oh man,
no, it was terrible.
Wait, did you like in television? Let's just completely get this out. Let's get this out in the open. Oh no.
I'll put it on the chat for a minute.
I mean, at least the siren is accurate, but the
whoop 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 whoop. Oh, it's so bad. Like the ghosts, you can't even see them because they disappear as they're moving around. Dude.
I gotta use an old school CRT to see them all the time.
And those eyeballs are the same eyeballs that were in Haunted House.
Oh yeah, square eyeballs, correct.
Because that's all they could draw. Oh my gosh, such a great game.
That was good. Let's see what else was going on at the box office. I don't know if you have this queued up, but the #1 movie on May 10th, 1981 was The Burning.
I don't have it. That's terrible.
The trailer is hilarious. So they try to create some legendary character like Freddy or Jason, but totally fail because it's so cheesy. And the scariest fact about this movie, it's a Harvey Weinstein production. Oh, there it is. This summer.
If you're looking forward to midnight swims.
Well, I am.
Sneak on back to the campsite.
Get
some matches. Build us a hot fire.
Build us a hot fire.
If you're thinking
don't whisper.
Being with someone where no one can see you, don't. Because this summer, a legend of terror isn't just a campfire story anymore.
That's right, that legend you never heard of before.
Door, just a mass of flames.
Oh my god, that's awful.
It's bad. And there's like, still 66% more just like that. All right, let's talk about what the raddest thing about television on May 10th was. Normally I list like everything it's on, but now I'm like,
wait, I'm waiting for Brian to say I didn't watch television when I was a kid.
Oh, I was above.
I only went to movies.
I would go to the library.
I did like the little screen.
Yeah, I would rent a projector and we would watch 8mm films. Shut up, Brian.
I'm getting heckled all over him. He got walked out. Chat now giving me crap.
He hasn't even responded tonight.
I didn't like VCS. I don't play arcade pinball. I am just a purist.
That's 8mm. I prefer 16mm.
Okay.
So, on television, Chips was on.
Oh my god, that's the best show ever.
That California Highway Patrol. So tonight's episode was entitled Dead Man's Riddle.
Oh my gosh.
The description officially on IMDb says a psychiatrist joining the accident investigation team fears that she may have been responsible for a serious high-speed collision that the Chip team is currently trying to recreate in an investigation. Okay, so I watched this. I have like a link in the in our show notes to the episode.
Awesome.
But you have to get past a terrible advertisement. But the thing is, oh my gosh. So it's funny, it's like 5 minutes of a bunch of people driving, and you can tell they're like in a back lot with somebody with a fan blowing air in their face, and the stuntmen don't look anything like them when they show the
yeah, I know, I love that part. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a man in a redhead's wig and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the same person. I can believe it. Anyway, they eventually have like an amazing like collision of 3 cars, and I swear to God, it's like a little fender bender, and then they explode in a giant ball of flame, like everybody was carrying like 30 gallons of gasoline in the back seat. and like there's this guy with a you guys, you can find this video on Daily Motion if you look for it. Just search for a dead man's riddle and you'll find it. It's terrible, truly awful, but totally rad, man. Totally rad.
You know what? Do you remember the episode where that woman?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna jump ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
I just like, do you remember the episode where that woman pilot lands her plane on the California highway? It's like, when would that highway, even in the 80s, be clear enough for a plane to land?
I don't know, but that sounds badass.
It was pretty good. And then immediately after she gets out, Ponch hits on her. Because
who's the other guy? Not Ponch, but the blonde dude.
Baker.
Baker.
John Baker. Like bake a cake.
When this episode starts, they're like daydreaming, like sitting along the side of the road, and Baker is like, "Oh, I hope one day I get to have a house in the hills where I can bring my horses." And I'm like, "Dude, where are your horses right now?"
Right?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, what's in the juke, man? Can you tell me?
Well, yeah, I can tell you.
What's in the juke?
There. I'm just supposed to. Play.
Every time I do that, I'm waiting for my musical cue where it's like, "What's in the juke?"
Wait, isn't there anything else?
You got to be ready.
I'm not ready.
Oh man, you're just not you're not the Fred of my Howard.
Oh my gosh! Now I have crosstalk going here.
What's in the juke?
Wait, I'm not ready.
Dang it! You said you had it ready.
I'm still
the worst segment ever.
No, it's getting good. I don't have this last one either. You have some songs in here that are just not good.
Come on, no, those are winners. I even made sure that they were sort of winnable.
What's the name of this segment again?
What's in the juke?
Hello and welcome to What's in the Juke.
That was terrible.
I don't want that. I want the other part.
Hello,
the crazy.
Okay, you do the first part then.
Hey, what's in the juke? Yes. I'm gonna record that on a cassette tape and just hold it, next to me from now on. If it takes 7 minutes for you to get queued up, all right.
Okay, so I think everybody's ready, right?
Yeah, what's in the juke? We've got 10 songs, all in alphabetical order this time. So don't think that if you've guessed the song starts with A, it's going to start with A again necessarily. I don't know. Really. Okay. I don't know. That's not really a good set of rules.
Are we ready for the first cue?
The first cue is ready.
Okay. Oh, that's terrible. How about we go to the middle?
All right.
How about right about here?
To a new and a shiny place. Make our bed and we'll say our grace.
That's a pretty good one, right?
That is a random part of that song. I've never even heard it.
We'll see.
Let's see.
CD Watkins for your refund.
Neil Diamond, Coming to America, Casey Relford. 1 point.
That's amazing.
It's like,
so wait.
Freedom's light burning warm. Freedom's light burning warm.
Randy's in the chat.
Randy.
There it is. Yeah, that we played a long clip. Now we're probably going to get this episode banned.
No, we'll be fine. And you know what? If you watch that video, he's very confident wearing that giant scarf of his.
He is. He is.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, dude, I'm totally badass. This will never go out of style.
All right. Next, here we go. That's all I got to play.
I like that.
That's a hard one. We got a couple of songs in here that are doozies.
Yeah, I had a crush on this one. So as you can guess, it's a man. No.
I almost said...
Oh my God, Casey's got I can't believe it.
What?
Oh,
Oh my God.
That's incredible.
Oh my God. That's like, really?
Bind your hands, not if my love can bind your heart.
You gotta jump to the good stuff.
Wow, that's funny. All right, here we go.
Wait, hold on. We need to tell everybody that was Juice Newton's.
Oh, yes. Angel of the Morning. Yeah, because like and the first one was America by Neil Diamond. We have been not telling people, like, when you listen to the show, you're like, tell us what the song is. I mean, even if you know what it is, it's like we need that release, you know?
Right.
I think they already got the next one.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. What do you think it is, Brian?
It's in the chat.
Casey got it. Betty Davis Eyes, Kim Carnes.
Greaseball got it first.
Greaseball?
Yep.
He got a half a point because he didn't get. Oh, that's funny. Oh my God. Okay.
So wait, who Greaseball got half a point, and who got the rest?
Casey.
Okay, got it. But go ahead and play a little bit of that.
All right, here we go.
So good.
It has a huge intro. It's like, okay.
Lips, sweet surprise.
Yeah.
Her hands
it's so
never
terrific.
Cold. She's got Betty Davis eyes.
What is she doing with those eyes?
Why did she take Betty Davis's eyes?
I know. This is before she even died. It's so cruel.
Oh, I know. That's terrible.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's only 3. We've got 7 more to go.
Oh my gosh. If someone, someone who's a fan of this band is going to get it right away. That's a tough clip. Tough clip.
One of my favorite bands, like top 5 easily.
Yeah, mine too.
Randy Gelkin got the band name.
Right.
Yep.
Randy gets half a point.
And Casey gets the other.
Wow. So close, both of them. All right.
Wow. And so let's say that was The Police. Don't stand so close to me.
Wants to be inside her. There's longing. This girl's an open page.
All my friends would always be like joke because I would date girls that are like 2 or 3 years younger than me. Of course, now my wife is 16 years younger than me, so I'm like, haha, I did it.
Don't stand so close to me.
I mean, seriously.
Wait, what was that?
Did I skip one?
That wasn't. I don't know, which one are you on? Are you the one that's numerical?
Oh,
yeah, you hopped over
I skipped one.
It's okay. It's okay. Just play this. This is good.
Yeah, Randy. And Greaseball gets the no. Sorry, Greaseball. I'm not accepting your. There we go. He gets half a point. Greaseball gets half a point. Randy gets the first half. That was Hold On Loosely by 38 Special.
So that's Casey for 3 points, and Greaseball Randy are tied with 1 each. Yes.
The blue team, no, team 1 has 1 point. Team 2 has.
Greaseball's on a phone, apparently. I don't know.
Oh, yes. How quaint. So we'll play this one, which I skipped. Here we go. Maybe.
Okay.
That's an awesome.
Oh my gosh, that is difficult.
That's a great video, though. Oh, Randy guessed Tom Petty. That's a no.
That's a no, but I know. I think what song he was thinking of.
Oh, yeah, we're all over the board here. Lady.
Yes.
Even the Losers.
Yeah, that intro is very similar to other intros.
Yeah. We'll play a little bit more. Well,
yeah, that yelling, the way he's doing it is so, particular to this song.
Andy Baldwin guessed Styx. It is not Styx.
It's not Styx. Although, funny enough, I had a Styx song in there I had to pull out.
Oh, no, why'd you have to pull it out?
It was not a good song.
Right.
Any song where the lead singer is like making big, googly eyes at you, and I'm like, no.
All right, I'm going to play.
Oh, Gelkin got the title.
And Brian Jones got the wait, they both got the title.
Andy got the band.
Nope. Did he?
Oh, wait, no, you're
Gelkin
right.
got the band.
Did he? It's
not. Oh, it is Starship. It is Jefferson Starship, though. So we'll give Randy the benefit of the doubt on that one. Jefferson Starship. They changed their name like 800 names. Can't really blame them.
I know. Yeah. Wait, who got the title?
That was Brian Jones. Oh no, it was Randy. Randy got it first.
Randy got both.
Yeah, Randy gets both. He got a full point.
All right.
Full point.
So that's Casey in first, Randy in second, Greaseball in first.
Yeah,
third.
man. Yeah. All right. So next song.
Hi, Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. What's up?
Dolly, what's up? Oh, so good.
Every time this guy comes to town, my wife and her friends are gone. I don't know what happens.
Casey. Bam. Rick Springfield, Jesse's Girl.
Oh, wow.
1 point. Yeah, I need to get that clip, Daniel Watkins.
Good job, Casey.
Yeah. So the next song is, how about this?
Yeah, play that. Just that part. There's no way.
Here we go.
That's like a Casio keyboard.
Here we go.
Oh my God, Andy Baldwin.
Andy Baldwin pulls out a half point. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Andy Baldwin got both of it. You got 1 point.
That's incredible.
Hall & Oates, Kisses on My List. That's awesome. All right.
Let's play a little bit.
Okay, here we go.
Yes. Is it on your list? It is on mine. What do you say? So good.
Man. I saw them live.
Like back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Hall & Oates, man, they're in my top 5. Definitely. Yep. Okay, here we go. Oh man, do I have all these songs in here now? Did I skip a song?
There's only 2 left.
I think I'm missing one of the songs. Okay, I'm gonna play this one.
Heard it from a friend.
Oh boy.
Heard it from a friend.
You know what?
Go on.
I grew to hate whoever this band is. REO Speedwagon. They got it.
Name.
Yeah. Randy. And Take It on the Run. Greaseball. We need to take a half a point, buddy. Nice work, Greaseball and Randy.
Nice. So that's Casey in first place, Randy in second, Greaseball and Andy B tied for third with 1.5 points each.
Yeah, that is the REO Speedwagon.
Yes, Speedwagon.
And
nothing to do with cocaine. We swear.
Yeah.
Yes. We're waiting for Adam to queue up this
last one. Here we go. Are we gonna have to play an ad here? Yeah.
Was that an ad? Because it sounded cool, man.
I think this is it. Here we go. All right. Did that sound cool? Did somebody get it already?
No, but Daniel Watkins was a top 40 radio DJ.
Hope I queued up the right song.
Damn it!
Yep. Casey.
Casey got it.
Oh, Daniel Copeland jumps in with Lindsay. You know what? I'm a little disappointed Lindsay's not on the tour with Fleetwood Mac this time around, but
Oh, really?
I'm not going to it anyway. I already saw them 4 times, and they charge like $800 for their tickets now. It's just stupid. Ticket prices are stupid. You know what I am going to see, though? Chromeo.
I need to see something. I've been like doing too many DeLorean gigs. I've got like 3 more DeLorean gigs, including, I know this sounds bad, but on Friday, I'm going to go see a high school marching band in Pearland, Texas, because they're having a band banquet dinner that is 80s themed.
Brian Jones gets it with The Who. No, Randy got The Who.
Randy.
And then Casey got the song, Who Better You Bet. That's
Okay,
awesome.
So that still works out. Casey won. Randy was in second, and Andy and Greaseball tied in third.
Wow.
And Greaseball, I acknowledge you, even though I try to ignore you all the time and pretend like I don't know who you are.
Way to make it uncomfortable.
Even though I know your phone number and I could release it to everybody right now.
Oh my God. It's just not.
What?
How to lose listeners 101. We have a voicemail.
Just one listen. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Oh my God.
Hey, this is your buddy, Bob Zarzadek, longtime caller, control panel expert, and technician. Just thought I would call and say, I can't really leave long messages right now, but next week, expect a double bonus episode where I'm, like, talking for 4 minutes. Let's see how much of that you play. All right,
Yeah.
So I don't have much to say. Hey, have you guys seen Infinity War? You got to see that. It's real good. It doesn't have anything to do with Infinity, though. That's some BS in their advertising. Anyway, I gotta go.
Is that it? He didn't say Zarzadek out?
He did. He said Zarzadek out.
No, I didn't hear it on my side.
And the transcription reads as follows. Hey, this is your buddy, Father's Day longtime caller, control panel aspartame technician. Just thought I would call and say, I can't really leave long messages right now. But next week, expressed a double bonus episode where I'm like taking for 4 minutes to see how much of that you play. All right, so I don't have much to say if you guys even print anymore. You got to see that it's real good doesn't have anything to do with Infinity, has some BS, and their advertising. Anyway, I gotta dough Garza Dick.
Gosh, that's awful.
Thank you, Google.
Okay, so I have seen Infinity War twice. It's really distressing, especially the last 15 minutes. Have you seen it, Adam?
No, I'm kind of marveled out.
You suck.
I
know. How can you be marveled out?
I am. I want to watch something other than a Marvel movie.
Brian, please tell me you're at least interested in seeing it.
Well, no, of course I'm going to see it. Of course I'm going to see it. I haven't seen it yet, but
I'm going to see it on VHS.
How can you be marveled out? They're all different and great. It's great.
Yeah, they're all different. There's inevitably the scene where the guy lands on his fist and his knees, cracks the pavement.
That's a standard landing position, bitch. Come on.
There's the part in the beginning where somebody's torn about what they need to do and somebody needs to get something to save the world. And then at the end, there's a big battle and they get the thing and then everybody lives.
No, that didn't happen in this movie. As a matter of fact, the exact opposite happens.
It's death to everybody.
Maybe.
The baby dies.
Allegedly, there's no babies.
And I heard there's
a baby, maybe.
I heard there's an awesome gold power glove.
It's an infinity glove, and it's not made out of gold. It's forged by Etridi or whatever in some, facility that's made for making amazing weapons. And
All right, chatters.
That's a significant portion of the movie, even though if you watch the other Marvel movies before this, they sort of talk about the Infinity Glove. And yet in this movie, they like say, hey, right after Thor Ragnarok, we made it. And that's why you weren't able to save us. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's so good. I've seen it twice. I'm going to see it a third time.
All right, chatters. Infinity Wars. Should we go? Should we not go? Give us your opinions. And now I'd like to present, our next guest. You may have heard of him before. He's visited us on multiple occasions. It is none other than the famous Bryan Thurston Howell Armitage III, who is joining us tonight again for the very third time.
You didn't even talk about the Karate Kid reboot.
Oh my God, it's so good. I haven't seen any of it, but Jim Bodini has, and I expect that you have invited him to your arcade party, right?
Wait a minute. Oh boy. I don't know if I invited him.
You haven't? Hold on, let me send him an email right now. Dear Jim Bodini.
Dear Bodini.
You are invited.
Adam has neglected to invite you to his party. He doesn't like you. He thinks you are a bitch. Please do not attend. Love, Mark.
What?
Dan Copeland is saying Cobra Kai was excellent. I agree. It was. If you guys haven't seen it, it's worth seeing.
Is that Netflix?
It's on YouTube.
What?
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch
YouTube
it right now. Oh, do I have to pay for it then?
The first 2 episodes, you don't. But
I'm gonna figure out a way to watch it because I heard it was amazing.
It was really good. You can get YouTube Red free for a week or something, anyways, and just binge watch it.
So I should wait until it's done, or did they just release all the episodes at once?
Well, they released them all at once. It's 10 episodes, but it's clearly, the 10th episode is clearly leaving for season 2 or episode 11 or whatever. They definitely set up to keep going.
Excellent.
But they did. I thought. You guys can, crap on it all you want if you want. I thought it was really good. They really pick up and they tell a story from a perspective that was completely different than what the original movie took, and so you're seeing kind of character development that I thought was actually interesting, as opposed to just kind of this yawn. Let's look at these guys. There were a number of flashbacks, and it made a lot more sense, put things in context. It was kind of fun.
Oh, I see.
Wow. So I've seen the commercial. We played it a few episodes ago, and I'm blown away that they completely ignore the fact that Jaden Smith or whatever his name is made that show. I'm sorry, not show, movie. I'm using, quotes with my hands. But, Ralph Macchio, come on, it's a classic. And the thing about the Karate Kid Part 2 is I can remember we went to an arcade that was right across from the movie theater. We played some games, and then we went in, and nobody was there actually at the ticket booth. And we walked inside looking for the people, and then they weren't there. And then we walked all the way into the theater, and they weren't there. We're like, dude, we're in the theater, and we're just going to watch this movie, and it's going to be amazing, and we didn't pay for it. The end.
Cool.
Oh, crap. Did I derail the whole thing? Shit. I'm sorry.
I don't know. The chat went sideways here about Taco Bell and lava.
Oh.
Dan, they use fire hoses. I don't know what that means.
I'm not even friends with Bodini.
He comes to I sent him a message. It's okay. We'll see. Who knows? He might be busy watching, softcore porn or something.
Does it go by James? Does he go by James?
He's James Stendorf, but typically he doesn't go by that. It's Jim Bodini. His actual address is quite complicated.
No, I mean on the Facebooks. I can't
find. Oh, you know what? I don't know. That's a good question. Let's go to Facebook. Let's look up James. How many James do I know? Here we go. James. He's the first one that comes up. I don't know who James Titchmarsh is. James Dindorf, a Minneapolis City Attorney's Office. Holy crap! Can he get me out of stuff? That's incredible. Oh, he has
There he is.
link.
I see him now.
What do you mean you see him?
Well, I see him. He's got, it literally says that he's an attorney. Is he an attorney?
I think he is.
Oh, crap. I got to invite him for sure.
Yeah, he has like some YouTube videos. Let me send you a link here in the chat. Where's the way I send links? Gosh.
That's funny.
No, not that way. Not that way. That way. Clicking this button. Here's his video. Okay, here we go. His YouTube channel is Dinky Flicks, Dinky Flicks, Flix.
Interesting.
43,000 subscribers. That's pretty
So
decent.
who hijacked the intro for
Yeah, what the hell,
Thurston?
Brian? We're just totally putting you in the background.
You guys took over. I don't know.
Well,
I
he started
just
talking
here
about
to
Karate
ride
Kid. He's
along.
like, you guys didn't even talk
Brian
about
has a lot
Karate
of
Kid.
announcements to make.
He does have a lot of announcements. All right, this is where Paradise Arcade gets to plug their stuff.
Plug.
Plug.
I get to plug?
Go.
Well, we just did release the new analog to digital stick that we're doing, which allows you to take a joystick and create basically up, down, left, right from an analog field and change sensitivities. For the classic guys, which are most of the guys that are listening right now, it's more designed for the fighting crowd. For the classic guys, we actually have a version that allows you to have voltage controlled outputs, so it can replace analog sticks from like Paperboy, Red Baron, Food Fight, a lot of different sticks that are getting harder to find. And we're working with a guy in the Philippines actually on creating a rubber grommet for it to give it kind of that classic feel.
Dude, that's awesome. Is it so he's designing it and producing it in the Philippines?
No, so we designed it, produced it, and then he's actually just working on the grommet part of it.
Oh, wow.
So he's working on kind of a silicone-based grommet. He's done a lot of work with there's a company in Korea called Crown that still does grommet joysticks. And you'll be seeing some grommet-based leaf switch joysticks coming out of the shop soon. And kind of similar to the old Wiccos, he does a lot of work with their sticks. And so he's helping us out with this project too.
So what's your typical like buy as far as making sure you have enough stock in place? I mean, do you get 100 joysticks or?
So on this one we bought 500.
Oh, yeah.
For the first run, we're expecting with the analog to digital version of it to sell probably about 1,000 of them before October.
It's awesome.
Yeah, this is a big. I mean. We've got more into this than I've got into my car.
That sounds like it.
Haven't started selling them yet. Well, we literally just started selling and shipping them. It's kind of cool. Yeah, actually, the 720 stick. Ironic that you say that. So we aren't doing a 720, but we are looking. There is a new rotary stick coming out. I don't know if you guys saw that post that we put up. So the company that I mentioned, Crown. So we do a lot of work with Sumitsu, who did the LS30 sticks a while ago, and we've been trying to convince them to do a rotary stick, and they keep turning us down. But Crown, also known as Sam Ducksaw, is doing a new rotary stick, similar to the original ones that were found on, like Victory Road. So it's actually an octagon, I believe, Dan. So Victory Road, Akari Warriors, those style, heavy barrel. The cool thing about the stick that they're doing is that actually, again, there's going to be a leaf switch version of it, which never existed. It was always a grommet version, a micro switch version. And so there will be a version of it that is, sounds like bad duck sauce, but there will be a leaf switch version of it out as well. So they did a really nice job with it. The only thing they didn't do is the top, that yellow plastic piece. They have just a regular bat top on top of it. And so we're trying to see if we can do something to get that recreated as well.
Whoa.
So lots of fun stuff going on.
That's incredible. That's like good news for anybody that's restoring any of those things. Is the joystick that's in a food fight cocktail any different from the one that's in the upright?
I'm not sure. It's so the big thing about the food fight is just having that analog capability.
Right.
So the nice thing about the one that we're doing is it's a small footprint and not a lot of depth, so you can get it into a lot of different places.
Yeah, that's one of my, sort of goals is getting the food fight cocktail. It's in the same footprint as many of the Atari cocktails.
We just picked up a Tempest cocktail actually that we got going down at MGC, and that was a blast. It's a beautiful machine. That is a fun one.
Hey, and speaking of MGC, are there any other upcoming arcade sort of conferences that you plan on going to?
Well, there's Southern Fried is coming up, but we won't be there.
Okay.
And Ultimark did make one, as Arcade Radio is jumping on there. It's a little different. Let me answer a couple questions here. The optical 360 was the perfect 360, Dan Watkins, and there was a optical version that Hap did, which is really using the IL stick, and then there was that same base was used on the Wicco sticks. But and of course you are, Brian.
You got to read the.
Brian says, "I'm building a 10-foot Tempest right now."
That's
what?
Brian has to compensate for something.
Yes.
So
I mean, his 5-foot penis.
So I'm not going to Southern Fried, but we are actually going to be going down to two of the bigger fighting game events coming up. One of them is down by all these guys who are heckling here down in it's in Daytona actually. So we'll be taking that down there, and we've been working a lot with the guys that do Galactic Battlegrounds on building up a cabinet for them and helping them with their control inputs, as well as the guys with Cosmotrons. And and we've been working with a couple of the new developers, and we'll be bringing Galactic Battlegrounds to these events. So it should be pretty neat.
By the way, it's Galactic Battleground Draft Night tonight at Can Wonderland.
Remove your gray barrier, whatever's going on with you right there. I can't see you.
I know. I'm trying to stay incognito.
Yeah, well, I think that you look like like a blanket or something. Lift that thing up. What is happening? No way. 4 sheets, 36 total stickers. They're not just kids. They're just not for kids. That was very strange, dude.
Is it draft night over at
It is. It is. It's draft night.
Mark, have you seen Galactic Battlegrounds?
I have not.
It's it's basically a 2 or 4 player competitive Galaga game where you have one or two ships at the top, 1 or 2 ships at the bottom, and you're battling each other.
Oh, I'm into that. I love that because when I was at that Versus Arcade, I've never played Galaxian because every time I play it, I hate it, and then 20 years in time goes by, and so I played it again over the weekend. I hate it again, but I would love head-to-head Galaga. And I mean, is it along the same spirit of Galaga, or is it a true?
So it's similar to Galaga. There's a limitation of the number of shots that can be on the screen. There's kind of an optimal shot speed that you can do, but they have all these power-ups and kind of enhancements to it. And so it's a really neat twist on it where you can do different things. Every time you have a new life, you get 3 power-ups, and you can choose that power-up. It can be anything from a power-up that makes the opposing team spin in circles to a very strong bullet that pushes. There's asteroids between you and the other people. It can push the asteroids towards them and try and kill them. It's a pretty cool game.
Nice.
But I would check it out. Oh, there we go. Are you trying to put up there? So the game's Adam's posting the game up on the YouTube window. But they did a really nice job of it, and they've been doing a nice job of incorporating input from the players. One of the things, so there's this weapon called that actually I can't remember what it's called, but makes the opposing team spin in circles. And in fighting games, so the fighting game guys were playing it. They said, when you get dizzy in a fighting game, you can mash out of it. So if you hit the buttons really quick and move the joystick really quick, it reduces the time you're dizzy. And they incorporated that into this game. So now when you start spinning on the screen, people are sitting there and smashing the keyboard, moving the joystick as quick as they can to try and get their sticks to start, or their ships to start pointing the right direction. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that video looks fun. Galactic Battleground. It makes me realize that Galaga must have been Galactic Gaga. I don't really know, but
so
wow.
I think the next classic game show that we'll be at is the one that Bryan abandoned down in Florida because he's no longer involved with free play officially, I thought.
Okay.
But that'll be in October.
Which part of Florida?
That one is in Orlando.
Wait a minute. You can't go to that in October. You got to go to Grinkers.
Grinkers. Is it the same weekend?
No, why can't I do both?
Why can't you?
Oh, Bryan, are you going to go to Grinkers? That would be so amazing.
I should go to Grinkers. I don't know why I didn't go this year.
Last year?
Last year. But this year he's expanding again. Another little area that was next to him is closed out, and so he's pushed in there, and there's another 50 games. They are so good.
I'm just going to come down to Florida in October and hang out until November, Bryan.
Well,
yeah, no, it's so I've heard nothing but great things about Grinkers and all the drinking that goes on. I mean, all the arcade games that go on there.
Yes, there are those as well.
Yeah,
just make sure you wash your hands and use Purell.
The problem I have when I go to the classic game shows, I keep seeing too much stuff I have to go buy afterwards. I go, oh my gosh, I need that game now. I need this game now, and it's like, it's painful.
Yeah, the frogs game that they have at Grinkers makes me totally wish I had one. I know that Slick Nick bought basically all the games that were in the competition last year, but my God, some of them are very difficult.
I have this lately. I've been having been able to find a lot of games not near me. Problem with the internet.
Yeah,
and so I've got games all over the place that I've got to go pick up now.
What's your threshold for how far will you go?
I don't know that I have a threshold. I've got a Spiders in Michigan right now that I've got to go get.
That's not bad. I mean, would you take the there's like a ferry that you can take across the river, the lake.
What's funny is I was looking around Milwaukee thinking, okay, I'm going to be at MGC. I should look for stuff that's close enough that I could go pick it up. So I find the Spiders, not realizing it's like dead straight across the water. So it's not within 100 miles driving. It's like literally 6 hours of driving, but it's 100 miles across the lake.
Right. But was the ferry running? I mean, there's a ferry that takes you across.
There is, but the ferry is like $200 each way.
No, is it?
It's really expensive.
I took Uncle Rico's van to get across. 200, maybe. I think because I was only going one way, I didn't even think about the money. But 200, are you sure? Wow.
That's what. So I was looking into it, and I never got the price, and then somebody was telling me that it was that much, so I just kind of skipped it. I figured I'd drive out sometime. It's a cocktail table, so I figure I can get it in the car. I'll just head out in the next couple weeks. Maybe stop at the Ghost.
Muskogee, Minnesota. Hold on, we're gonna look up.
I'm bidding on
look up how much this costs.
Bidding on a Knight Rider lunchbox and an Asteroids LP.
Asteroids LP. What is it like? Did they have a hit album? What?
No, they released a series of albums on Kid Stuff label, and one of them was
the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yar's
Brian
Revenge.
Jones is making free play announcements.
Yeah. Keith Packery and Angry Video Game Nerd will be there. Yeah,
I will say it is pretty funny watching Keith drive around in his Neo Geo kart. Have you had the opportunity to see that?
No.
He has a Neo Geo kart that is on wheels, and he rides it around. It's an arcade game.
Wow.
Funny. So, yeah, that's cool. So what?
We're all over the place today.
Yeah, I mean, but all right. So what else is going on over at the Paradise?
We've started doing a lot more monitor and board work.
Yeah.
So we're starting. It's the hover round. We've actually started to we hired a service guy, and so we've started doing a lot more work on cabinets. We were originally just doing up down, but we've just recently started to take a lot more in from the community.
Nice. So has up down pretty much stabilized as far as games going down and stuff, or
So one of the guys that or sorry, one of the things they've done really well is they've treated it more like an arcade from that perspective, and they've set that threshold at 95% of the games running. And so they are very particular about pulling games off the floor quickly if they're not running, and they want to keep a 95% rate on their working games. They've gotten much better at it over the last couple of years when we started repairing stuff for them.
Man, that is awesome. The Versus Arcade in Nebraska had many games with many problems, and I feel like they should have sort of ironed out, hey, this Batman and Robin pinball doesn't have a working display, so maybe we shouldn't have it up. And yeah.
I mean, we go through, and Brian, you're right, it is a full-time job. You have a guy doing it, and he does stuff on the side for other people, but we go through probably 10 to 15 games for them a week, where we're rebuilding monitors, cleaning stuff out, rebuilding boards. And they've got 3 locations now. They're opening up 2 to 3 more locations in the next 6 to 8 months.
That's amazing.
So yeah, they've been expanding a lot, which is good. It's fun. I mean, the one really nice thing is that the owner recognizes that some of the more rare games are not popular on the floor. So he'll get them in bulk buys, and then they become available to a couple of the different guys in the community that collect. And he's pretty good about getting those games to those people and making reasonable deals. I think I'm trading like a Galaga for a Star Castle.
Oh man, I gotta get my Star Castle, Adam. I gotta get that going. Hey, Adam, you're still grayed out. What are you doing? Did you have 2 pee breaks? What happened, Adam?
I just had to go.
It's like he's pulling the curtain on us.
Wait a second.
Yeah, it's
just gonna have some sex here.
I personally don't have the patience to keep the games going.
Sex.
Dan and Bryan are talking about being a
having
tech.
Sex right now.
The guy we brought in has been a TV tech for 30 years.
I'm having
and
sex.
He's a blast.
Done having sex now.
With yourself. That's beautiful. Which
acquisitions?
Which Dan are we talking about? Oh, acquisitions. Sure, go ahead.
Which games have I bought lately?
Yeah, give us a rundown of some of your recent finds.
I think the most appropriate game for you guys that are giving me shit about being a doctor and collecting games is I picked up a Bone Busters pinball.
Oh,
which is
yeah,
the perfect game for an orthopedic surgeon to own.
It is. Did you sign it?
I have not signed it. Picked up the Asteroids Deluxe. We're getting the Firefox, the Spiders.
I like how he says we.
Tempest Cocktail. Tempest. I have been a Tempest magnet lately. I've got, I think, 3 Tempests in the shop right now that are not the original Tempest I had.
Well, you may not want to share this on the air, so you don't have to if you don't want to. But you may have a new space for some of these games.
Yeah. Oh, actually, so we no, that's fine. We are moving. So Susan and I, if everything works out, are purchasing a house about 10 miles south of the shop that has about 1,200 square feet for an arcade in the house.
Oof.
So that's on top of the very large garage that we only need half of for our cars. And we have
so cool.
2 cars. I'll let you guys do the math.
Yeah.
So
let's see, half the car or 2 cars. Okay, so 4-car garage. Okay, got it.
So she's paranoid that I'm going to fill it up with too many games. I, of course, have already taken the layout of the house and decided what games are going where and done a 2-scale model with all the games put in place.
Nice. Pins in one side and arcades in the other, vids in the other.
It's a little bit of a divide like that. There's a couple of cocktail tables because there's some windows along the walls. We're going to actually get to put some of my cocktails out, which will be fun. And the really kind of crazy thing about the house, although I haven't told the insurance company this, is there's actually an indoor gun range.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a 20-yard indoor gun range. It's a little crazy, and there is a pool and a bar. So we've said, a pool, a bar, a gun range, and an arcade. I mean, what could go wrong at a party?
Underwater shooting. Okay, that's all I got.
What
is
the
it?
arcade game Swimmer?
Right. So can you describe that gun range? Is it an inside gun range?
So do you guys fish? Do you know Rapala Lures?
I know Rapala.
So the guy that started Rapala Lures, he is the one who built the house.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh!
And so
you have a famous person's house.
This gun range put in, and it's like a 4-foot diameter sewer pipe.
Sometimes I just don't understand human behavior.
And it kind of goes off the foundation on one end of the house, and about a foot into it, there's all these baffles
God,
for the
chat.
sound.
The chat. Don't say it out loud, but the chat.
Gosh, Brian, is that all you think about? We're not going to repeat this. iTunes, too bad.
So the fun thing about it is there's actually a fan, like an exhaust system for the gun fumes.
Wow.
And so it has these baffles for sound and fumes, and actually vents the fumes outside. I mean, some thought was put into this thing.
Yeah,
wow.
It sounds like it.
So it should be a lot of fun. And the house is built in 71, and nothing's really been changed since then. So we're in this like debate of whether or not we make it look newer or we just go with the 71 theme and kind of ride that out.
I vote you have to do a little bit of both, but you got to keep a lot of those 70s elements in there. Some of them are really cool, and they're I don't know, man. It's a tough call. It depends on your wife, depends on, what you feel about some of it, but some of the things that are in there I saw, and I totally dig them. You got to keep some of that.
So you walk in, and the entryway is basically white with gold flakes in the wallpaper.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fireplace is like stone going up to the ceiling around it, and it's white quartz.
Huh.
And
well,
so
I think you have some slate in your entryway too.
The what? The slate?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like real slate stone in the entry.
That's pretty cool. I mean, some of that stuff, doesn't translate well to newer, decoration and all that sort of thing, but you can make it work.
Yeah, well, no, and I think that's what we're gonna do. But I'm just super excited because I haven't had an arcade in the house that was functional in a long time,
mm-hmm.
and so I've been sitting there kind of going through the collection and picking out which games are going to come back there, and it's actually been kind of tough trying to figure out what we're going to bring in. So
yeah,
one of the journeys.
One of the journeys. One of my journeys. The other I'm going to put in my office at the hospital.
Hey, we haven't had I did, so when I was in residency, we did bring a pinball machine into the call room.
That's cool. That's kind of fun.
And so on the 7th floor of Queens Hospital in Hawaii, you could play pinball while looking out at the ocean.
That is cool. Yeah.
It was kind of fun.
I might just move all my games to Kauai and call it a night.
Kauai?
Yeah.
The problem is if you're not in an environment, like you don't have climate control there, they rust like there's no tomorrow.
Really?
Right.
Oh yeah. Everything there corrodes.
Really?
Badly. Yeah.
Yeah, cars especially. I mean, if you look at even, say, Cuba, the cars that are out there are severely modified.
I've never been to Cuba.
Cuba. Well, you're gonna have to wait another 2.5 years before you can go. So,
Say we can't do that again, can we?
no, that's pretty much been rescinded.
That thing is horrid. It's horrid. I can't
know.
imagine
Let's call
people
Dan
are
again.
using
Come on.
it. Whatever.
I'll have to pull out the Canadian passport for that trip.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh, Greaseball just sent me a message. Gonna ignore it. All right.
Gonna ignore it. All right. All right. All right.
My sincerest apologies to you all, Steve Sanders.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I should play this. It's hilarious.
What?
Oh, you know, with all that Billy stuff going on?
Yeah.
I
Billy.
Mitchell?
Oh, okay, right. I thought you were talking about some religious guy.
No. I was looking for some Steve Sanders clips, and I found one.
Okay.
It's just awesome. You want to hear it? We should play it.
Sure.
All right, let's
do it.
All right.
I mean, I know that you're ready to play it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. What can happen?
Well, so you know, with all the.
Okay, you're killing time. I have Dan Reed's phone number ready to dial again, so come on.
Go ahead, dial it up.
Okay, I'm going to hit call. Here we go.
Yeah, see if he picks
Free
up.
call! Go! Come on, Dan Reed. I know you can do it.
He's going to pick up. He's like, hello?
Dan Reed.
Here we go.
I don't hear anything.
Come on, pick up the phone.
Do it!
Hey, it's actually bleeping out the number on the...
What? No, it's not, is it?
Yeah, watch it. It shows the 952 up there.
Your call has been...
Okay, we hung up.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to play this clip of Steve Sanders talking about, this is in 2007 in San Diego, California. He's being interviewed before the theatrical release of King of Kong, and he's reacting to the film.
It goes back to 1982, 83, back to the time when I was lying about my scores. I was not the only guy lying about scores. The famous Life magazine photo shoot has, I've never tried to count them up, but 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that lied about their scores. And so Twin Galaxies early on recognized that there is a big problem with guys trying to lie and cheat their way in to the record books.
Oh my gosh!
This is in 07.
Now you bring it up?
This is in 07 he recorded that.
Okay.
There's just some irony there. I just was floored by that. Anyway.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to bring that up on the show, but
that's good. You had a little spot here. And
I
you brought
do.
It up.
This is my favorite Steve Sanders clip, though, from all the documentaries. This one right
My
here.
sincerest apologies to you all, Steve Sanders.
That's when he reads his apology letter out loud. I just love it.
What's he? That's not the whole apology letter. What is?
No, he apologizes because he cheated on Donkey Kong.
Oh, I mean, all he did was say that he made $3 million, but obviously that's not possible.
Right. So I think other people should just say, my sincerest apologies, blankety blankety, and start over.
My sincerest apologies, Mark Shields. Wait, what? Hold on, play it back so I can.
Okay, here you go.
My sincerest apologies to you all, Steve Sanders.
Okay, so my sincerest apologies to you all, Mark Shields.
My sincerest apologies to you all, Adam Stevens. Go ahead, Brian. You know you want to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't cheat.
Yeah, he's fine.
I don't cheat.
Wait, what? If you weren't pre-med, what was your major?
He's a cheater.
I was an engineer.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Don't make me destroy you.
I did mechanical engineering.
Oh, well, that explains all the drawings.
And how do you segue into being in medical school? And
I designed medical implants, actually.
Oh.
So
that gives you good credit there, I think.
Every now and then I get to put in something I designed.
Oh my. Very honorable, sir. I have no response to that.
So should we keep going, or we dropped a bunch of users? I think they're pretty much done. It's 9 o'clock.
they're done, and I guess the game's over, and yeah.
All right, let's
Good
eject this.
show.
We should just we should do this again soon. I'm gonna eject this tape.
You gonna actually stop it this time, or are you just gonna leave it recording for the next week? There.
I need to like make a note to remind Adam to stop the recording
or to start it, because I don't think I started it this time, so it just doesn't matter.
Great.
Either one or the other happens. Yeah, I'm just you know. All right, here we go. Bryan, thanks for being on the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
We should always you're always welcome to be our guest host. We like having you on.
Yes. It's very nice.
It's very nice.
Very natural.
Very nice. This is my sister.
My wife.
My wife.
My Armitage.
You are welcome
What?
to, huh?
I don't know. What?
All right. So we got some we got how many episodes up on the thingy now?
I mean, we're in season 2. I put 3. I'm gonna do another 5 this weekend, so we'll get halfway there this season.
Sweet.
Coming.
All right. Well, we may or may not do a show next week. Guess what? I did line up the Pong dudes.
Pong.
That's awesome. That table is amazing.
Yeah, so we're gonna have those guys on. They're gonna be on probably closer to August when 2D Con comes on. So listen for that show. And those are the makers of the new mechanical Pong machine that is both a coffee table and a cocktail table.
Did they manage to get that to 2D Con?
They're going to get it to 2D Con.
Good.
Yeah. And I've offered to be the liaison for it, so we'll see.
Very nice.
I would totally sell that machine. I'm gonna help those guys out. It's a cool machine. Anyway, so yeah, they're gonna be on, and we have a couple other guests that I've been working on, and hopefully we'll have another one coming up soon. We may even do a show next week. Who knows? It's kind of hit or miss these days, right?
I'll be in town. Yeah. Okay, pants coming off. I feel comfortable now. I assure you they're off. Since we're on video now, I can't really.
What the hell is that?
My Transformer's arm.
Oh, actually.
You were saying, Bryan?
You guys ever seen a bacon wrapped PS4 controller?
I have not.
Bacon wrapped? You have a bacon wrapped PS4 controller?